My name is Nonstop Antonio, and today we're going to be watching and reacting to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 3, Episode 2, which is Episode 50 of the series, The Saint's Intentions. Last week, we got to see the gang back together, Rimuru being his normal self. We got Veldora, this giant monster, being a child who just wants their cake. And then we have Diablo starting the plan in Falmouth. So I'm very interested to seeing what we get up to in this week's episode. So let's jump into my reaction and then review for this week's episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Oh, we're back with these guys. I completely forgot their name, but they're the ones that work for Clayman. And them, of course. Yeah, because Clayman got wrecked by Lord Rimuru. It's amazing that you won from Lord Valentine when it's not actually Lord Valentine. Ain't as dumb. Oh, they're gonna regret saying that. What? Well, just the meeting after Clayman died, kind of wrapping up with these characters. Yeah, they lost everything because Clayman got his ass whooped. I wonder what the stronghold is. Oh. Well, that a slime had sent a small number of his followers. I like how Rimuru is just super strong. You know, him and the gang are just taking out everyone. And these guys are like, ah shit, the slime is a little stronger than we thought he was. You just said we need to stay low. Ah, but they're not done yet. Setting something up. Ah, so we're gonna have this be going on. Maybe they're the ones that get the Temple Knights to go after them. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. Other than Falmouth, that actually makes more sense than what I said last week. Holy Empire. We're in the Holy Empire at this point. Okay, here we go. Ah, what's her face? The one that almost destroyed Rimuru. The true identity of their god is the demon lord, Luminous Valentine. One and only opponent she's ever lost to. Oh, okay. Did that mean we're gonna get an epic fight between them this season? That sounds pretty cool. And she's... Oh! Well, that is a pretty sick-looking chimera, if I do say so myself. Okay, so we're going into the Temple Knights. Okay. The Western Holy Church and their army. The Holy Knight, okay. Okay, we know that. I like how they still... are they still thinking they are the Demon Lords? Because the Lord Valentine is the girl, not actually the guy? That's why I'm like getting a little confused at this point, because we know who it is. I mean, we only know that because of Veldora. Oh. Oh, she got messed up there. Ah, so she defeated both of them. And then we got Demon Lord Valentine healing them right back up. Or resurrecting them, I guess?
死ぬでないとは何ぞや。悪をくじくことか。
Oh, and she's healing the enemy too.
それを歪小な身で勝手に判断するとは何様じゃ。すべての自由意志を満足させる正義などない。それを行えると考える方が傲慢であろうよ。違うか？わらわの腹心たちを倒せるお前なら、七葉の試練も乗り越えられよう。その時こそ、わらわも本気で相手してやろうぞ。
Ah, so she knows who the true Demon Lord is, because this is the only one she lost to.
再びルミナス様に挑んだ。
Oh, so we get...
そして敗れ。
Never mind. I was like, so we get to see it, and then they're just cut past it. I surrendered. Okay, I guess. The vampires don't actually kill humans to live.
正気を糧にするのみ。上位のものであればそれさえも必要なく、英語の時は生きていける。
So not necessarily evil.
人間が幸福であればあるほど、その血の味も美味となるが、大量の正気を吸い取ることはルミナス様によって固く禁じられていた。
Okay, so like, you know, the vampires aren't that bad. You know, they have a set of rules. They only take a little bit of life energy. And I love how we have Demon Lord Luminus pretty much saying like, how can you say that I'm evil? Justice is another way of pretty much ordering people around and taking away freedom because you have to set certain laws. So I like how it's kind of a contrast. I didn't think it would go this direction. It's kind of actually interesting to see what they're doing here. I must protect Lady Luminous. But you fought Rimuru, and I feel like they're going to be friends because of the Demon Lords. And Veldora. Ah, Hinata, that's her name. Fuck, it was on the tip of my tongue and I completely forgot it. Ah, so she knows what's going on. She knows the secrets. There is a problem. She let the slime Rimuru escape. Wait a second. Okay, is this why they're going after it? Because they're saying that Rimuru is a strong opponent and he could be a threat to the holiness? Okay. The angels are about to act then, huh? What angels? In the next great wait. The next great Tenma War. The Western nations are likely to come together as one to counter the new threat that's appeared in the Great Forest of Jura. Nah, I don't see that happening. They'll try. They'll definitely try. Guys, come on. Rimuru is not even a bad guy. He just wants us to live in peace. Oh. Whether or not Rimuru survives Walpurgis, as he literally is perfectly fine. I'm actually now like kind of confused about what's going on with these guys. I'm very intrigued at the same time, like what's going to be going on with Luminus, Rimuru, and all these other demon lords. What about Walpurgis? Well, they were just having dinner. Okay, never mind. I guess she is thinking they're threats. I thought they might be friends after that. You know, a little bit of fun back and forth, but they're still calling Veldora evil. He doesn't seem evil at all. Like, he seems like a genuinely nice guy. Yeah, Veldora is pretty strong. Incarnation of natural energy. A raging storm can be brought under control with magic, but evil dragon has a will. I want to know why he went crazy and did this rampage and why everyone sees him evil. Like, I want to know why he did this, because he does not seem like this at all. He didn't tell you, I will still slay him. I like Luminus's two different colored eyes. It looks good. Oh, perhaps I was wrong to decide he was a monster. Ah. Oh shit. What if he even that was part? Ooh, okay. Yo, I like how she's questioning herself now because Rimuru isn't that bad of a guy. He's pretty good. Leave him be. I mean, they're monsters, but they're building a community. It's really nice. It's really sweet. Look, Rimuru just wants a place everyone could live happily. If you're not with that, you're the enemy. So are the angels actually humans? Is that what's going on? They're kind of offshoot of these guys who left? That's kind of what I'm kind of piecing together from this. Political negotiations, probably a good thing. Probably a good thing, because he might wipe out your nation. I don't think he's foolish enough. I think he'll do it. Like, based on Rimuru, I feel like he'd make an enemy if she crosses him. I don't think he cares as much. Okay, we're back at Falmuth with them. Oh, they're gonna be broke. Dude, I love how Falmuth hasn't learned from what happened to them. They're like, we're gonna go out and attack all these guys after all our army got murdered by Rimuru. Dude, without even resisting, your whole army got destroyed. You don't need to resist. You already got messed up. Small nations, like, yeah, these guys are idiots. It was only Blumund. Armed nation of dwarves. Will Dwarf King Gazel maintain his neutral position? We'll see. As they come in with another letter to... Yeah, yeah. That he... Oh. Two demon lords gone. Demon Lord Malim has their service now. I love how it's just like a bunch of shit going on and they're all losing their minds. Hey, surprisingly someone agrees with them. Oh, that's not a good smile. For now. I can see other shit happening pretty soon. Oh, that's the end of the episode? I feel like that was a good episode. It was definitely like filled with like lore. It was just pretty much a lore dump episode where it's kind of bringing in some where everything was going on. What's going on with Valentine, what's going on with the Demon Lords, what's going on with Hinata, and just pretty much going on and just wrapping all the Fall stuff up as well. It didn't feel like, any big shocking things happen, kind of, just giving us lore about what's going on, which I do like having those lore heavy episodes because at least it fills in all the gaps. But with that, let me know what you thought of this reaction. It was a little bit uneventful compared to some other ones, but let me know what you thought about the episode. And if you liked it, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime reactions. Now with that, let's jump into the review part of this video. But like I said, a very lore dumpy episode where it kind of just filled us in what was going on, who we're catching up with, like Yuuki and them, mourning Clayman's death, but also having some plans to go after Rimuru and everyone, knowing that they have the strong power with them and wanting to go after them to kind of deal with them, which is going to be its own plot in its own. And I'm sure that's going to tie into all the other stories that happened during this episode. And I really like how they kind of slowly set that up, catching up with these characters and setting up what's going to be happening. Plus, seeing Hinata again was kind of cool. It took me a second to remember her name, obviously, but I liked how they set her up, where she did fight Rimuru for a moment there in the last season. She fought her, almost killed him, but it doesn't seem entirely bad. We have Hinata kind of questioning that maybe she acted a little too rashly against Rimuru, and his words were true, because Rimuru is trying to build a better life for the monsters around him, for his friends, and they want to just have a nice, peaceful life. They don't want to go around starting wars, but they will act to if people threaten that peace. And I thought it was really interesting to learn about the Holy Empire that Hinata was in, because it's interesting to find out that the vampires are the ones running the show. The Demon Lords are the ones running it, and they have this holy utopia that they want to hold on to. And I think that's really interesting in how Luminus is their god. I mean, she is able to resurrect people, so I thought that was pretty interesting in its own, and she's able to heal them all. So she's powerful in herself, and I thought that she'd be okay with Rimuru. She didn't seem all bad last season, but after her discussion about, Rimuru and evil dragon Veldora with him, it makes me question what she's going to be up to and what she's going to try to stop. I mean, for the moment, she's going to try to do peace negotiations with him just to have a peace treaty because he could be useful in the later run, but I'm very curious to see how they're going to be dealing with this character going forward, because she doesn't seem evil. Like, these guys don't seem evil. They seem like they just want to have a utopia that they're trying to protect. Also, they talked about the next great Tenmo war coming up. No idea what that means, but they talked about angels, so I'm guessing these other angels from another land are going to come in and try to fight them, which makes me feel like those are the angels that the Holy Church used to worship, and now they're worshiping the vampires. So the angels were casted out, and now they're going to come back for their utopia and their world. And I like how they even mentioned that, having Tempest there with Rimuru might actually be a good idea, because they have the humans have a common enemy. Tempest may be a good distraction and be in the way for those angels who come to attack them. So I'm very curious to see what war is going to be happening, because I thought these holy knights were going to be the ones going after Rimuru and everyone, but maybe they're only going to be going after them because there's a war coming and the angels are coming to fight them as well. And I still don't understand how they keep seeing Veldora as this big evil dragon. Like, he doesn't seem evil. We literally saw him curled up in a corner crying about him not getting dessert. So it makes me wonder if him with Rimuru has changed him and who he is as a person. Also, him being locked away by himself for thousands of years might have also done it, and maybe that's the case of why he's not so evil anymore. He might have been evil once upon a time, but not nowadays. And I think that's really interesting, and I'm very curious to see what they're doing with that character going forward. And then Falmuth just abdicated, which we saw coming after last episode, because they think they can fight back against Lord Rimuru. Those guys got absolutely their asses handed to them. All the soldiers got wiped out. The gang freaking demolished the soldiers. You really think they're gonna stand a chance? And they're gonna walk into that town and demolish everything if they have to. Don't mess with the great nation of Tempest. Honestly, really cool lore episode. I'm really excited to see what's coming from this anime. Also, we have not seen enough of Rimuru in these 2 episodes, and I need more. Can't wait to see what happens next. Let me know what you thought about this episode, and if you have any theories to go along with it. Remember, no manga spoilers in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next week when we watch another episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.